cosa succede, my ASMR and fragrance family? It is your susurrating perfume pimp, Christopher Cologne, and I am back with another video. So, what I have, before we get into this, just in case you don't know, susurrate means, it's another word for whisper, really, and che cosa succede is another way to say what's up in Italian. So, yeah, I figured we get that out the way. So, here we go. What we have today is five fizzy fragrances or effervescent fragrances. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, and I guess we'll start out with Versace. Versace Blue Jeans. One of the ugliest freaking bottles and containers I've ever seen. I hate this. It's freaking ugly. It's awful. So, but yeah, and this is one that's filled with many notes. I think it's got heliotrope, vanilla, other stuff in it. I'm not sure what gives it its fizziness though. So, spray for me. Spray for y'all. And the vanilla is heavy in this. It's one of the more dominant notes in it. I love this stuff. This stuff is great. Like I've said in other videos, it was one that I couldn't stand at first. So, but yeah. So we're gonna look up the notes to it. This is a fragrance that, like I said, has a good amount of notes, and it's been around for a while. It's been around since 1994. Now, the top notes are citruses, bergamot, juniper, anise, Brazilian rosewood, and basil. And then the middle notes are lavender, rose, carnation, heliotrope, jasmine, geranium, sage, fir, and lily of the valley. And the base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, iris, musk, amber, cedar, vetiver, and patchouli. And I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna see if I can find out what note is giving this its fizziness. Okay, from what I'm seeing, ingredients that give the fizziness of effervescence to the sparkly, tingly type. What's the word I'm looking at? Screw it. I ain't gonna worry about looking for that one. Thinking of that one word that I'm looking for. I do that a lot. I can't ever think of the words when I'm trying to get them out of my mouth. But benzoyl, some of them, one of the things that can do it is aldehydes. Then you got stuff like Hedione, or Hedione, however you pronounce it, Hedione, can give it a sparkling effect. Then you got another thing that can give it, mixing it with certain things, which this has in it, is benzoyl salicylate. Salicylate, I guess that's how you pronounce it. But benzoyl salicylate. So that is Versace Blue Jeans. Okay, so what we have next is, we'll go with Guess 1981. Guess 1981 Los Angeles. This is Los Angeles because this one comes in. This is the box for this one. Now, the original 1981, which I don't have, comes in a silver or gray box. But yeah. And this has a plum note in it, which we're gonna find out the notes anyway. So spray for me, spray for y'all. I've noticed I have days, even when my nose is clear, fully clear, I have days where I can't smell the stuff like I normally would. Like the fragrance just isn't as strong some days as it is others. So, but yeah, we're gonna look up the notes to this. Okay, so, yeah, so I got the notes, and I was looking at the ingredients on here, which has, I don't see anything in here that I was just saying, so I'm gonna read up on this more off of this video to see if I can learn more of what causes the fizziness, the effervescence, the sparkly, and all that. So, but the notes. Oh, and well, we'll do the notes and then I'll say what I was gonna say. So, so this was released in 2019, and the top notes are plum, black pepper, and bergamot, and the middle notes are mint, ginger, and geranium, and the base notes are tobacco, amber, sandalwood, and vetiver. So, and it does have that plum, and then geranium has like a geranium, if I'm remembering right. It in itself has like almost like a lemon type smell, I think. So you can smell like the citrus and the plum and everything, and then you can smell that mint in there too. So, but yeah. So okay, now this has PhD in it, and y'all know I don't care for PhD. You can find stuff that's decent on it. You can find stuff that's bad on it, but it's a compound. Well, it's an PhD is an antioxidant. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble getting that out. But yeah, it stands for butylated hydroxytoluene. Butylated hydroxytoluene. I had to redo that because I was totally butchering it in another take, so I had to stop it and everything. I do like that I've learned how this phone does, where I can put different clips and stuff together. I can't go in the middle of a clip and edit something out, but I can put different clips together so I can stop stuff, cut the edge of it off and everything. But yeah, so depending on what you go on, it's depending on what you can find. Like like we'll go to WebMD. WebMD PhD is an antioxidant. It may damage the protective outer layer of viral cells. This may keep the viruses from multiplying and or doing more damage. It's a lab-made chemical. It says that it's a lab-made chemical that is added to foods as a preservative. People also use it as a medicine. I didn't know they use it as a medicine. PhD is used to treat genital herpes and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS. So, but yeah. So, like I was saying, it says it may damage the protective outer layer of viral cells. This may keep the viruses from multiplying and or doing more damage. So that's under WebMD. Now I was reading on the National Institutes of Health, and it was talking about liver damage and stuff like that in mice. So yeah, and then you just, like I said, it depends on which one you go to. That's like, this is safecosmetics.org. So butylated or BHA and PhD are used as preservatives in a variety of personal care products. Both of these chemicals are also used as preservatives in foods. These chemicals are linked to several health concerns, including endocrine disruption and organ system toxicity. So, yeah, and whenever I started reading on PhD, I started realizing how many foods it's in. So, and we have a lot of shit in our foods here, especially here in America, that other countries don't allow. So, but yeah. So this is, guess, 1981 Los Angeles, and I'm thinking about doing a video where I go through all of them. Like, it'll be like a whole series. It'll have to be, but going through each ingredient in fragrances and stuff. So, but yeah, that's guess 1981. Okay, now we'll go to another one that's got some effervescence to it. And this is Davidoff's Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage. I love this stuff. Spray for me, spray for y'all. Another spray for me. Now, this was a limited edition. I should have bought two. But, yeah, like let's see if I can find the ingredients in here. So this is vegan formulated, which that really isn't anything special. Containing 90% containing ingredients from natural origin, naturally derived alcohol, and recycled packaging containing recycled materials. So I'm looking to see if I can find anything in this that gives it its fizziness. Okay, here we go. It does have, it's got a bunch of dyes in it. Dyes are crap. It does have, hold on. Okay, it does have the benzyl salicylate, but it also has coumarin in it, which this one, the grapefruit and sage has coumarin, and this one has coumarin in it. So I wonder if the blend of those two has anything to do with it, because both of these have more of an effervescence than the Los Angeles does. So, but yeah, I love this. Now, even though it doesn't have a vanilla note, it does. When you look it up, it doesn't say anything about vanilla. It just says grapefruit and sage are the notes. But I can smell a little bit, just a ever so slight hint of vanilla in it. But maybe I'm just tripping. So, but yeah. So that is grapefruit and sage. Grapefruit and sage. Cool water, grapefruit and sage. Okay. Now we got Fling. This is fragrant. This is Fling by Fragrance Story. So, and this is another vanilla fragrance, which y'all probably already know by now. This is kind of spray for me, spray for y'all. This does have like it has a root beer, but it's also I'm trying to think of what else it's mixed with. Like what I'm smelling. Hold on. Hey, but we're gonna have to look at something right quick, because I've seen this the full note breakdown of this. And it is by Copacetic Cosmetics, and it's called New Year Fling, and it's an EDP. But the notes are banana, marshmallow, cranberry, jelly bean, and pomegranate. And I just found that as interesting. Now, that sounds like it could go either way, because that cranberry, that marshmallow, and that pomegranate sound good together. But that jelly bean and that banana sounds like it could just go way off the wall and go the total opposite direction and smell like shit. But yeah, I think that's interesting. I had to talk to y'all about that. Copacetic Cosmetics Fling. Yeah. Oh, and that is what it looks like. So, okay, so the notes to Fling, Fling by Fragrance Story. And I'm getting the note breakdown on Joma Shop. It says, the fresh notes of fresh grapefruit, open fling, punctuated by hints of vanilla and cinnamon, then evolves into scents of cedar for a smooth finish, cinnamon, leather, apple, sugar, cedar fragrance, story, men's fling, EDP. Man, their punctuation was messed up right there, but yeah, so those are the notes to it. Now, the ingredients, I don't really know what the exact ingredients are, but I don't know. I bet that apple has something to do with it. The apple, the vanilla, maybe the grapefruit, but as far as the notes, but as far as the actual ingredients that give those notes, I don't know what it's got in it. So, because apple is a synthetic, so if you smell apple, it's like Jeremy Fragrance said, if you smell apple, it's a synthetic, because you're not going to get oil from an apple. So, but yeah, I don't remember if I gave y'all a spray, so let me give y'all another spray. Okay, so that is Fling by Fragrance Story. And one last one. One of my favorites. Michel Germains Sexual Pour Homme. Okay, now you can get this for the $35 to $45 range on like Fragrance Net and everything. Might be a 4.2 ounce, might be a 2.5 ounce, so 2.5 ounce, $35, somewhere around in there. Yeah, I like them, so spray for me, spray for y'all. Now, the only thing I don't like about this fragrance is, which a lot of fragrances you can't layer, but this one does not smell good coming after really any of them, so I don't really like it as far as trying to layer it, but it by itself, when nothing else has been sprayed around it, smells great. So, but the notes to this are Indian basil, Italian bergamot, Italian clementine, and French lemon. And then the middle is Asian sage, African geranium, French petitgrain, and French lavender. And then the bottom notes are Indian sandalwood, Indian patchouli, tonka bean, and Madagascar vanilla. Now, even though the Madagascar vanilla and the tonka bean are the bottom notes, that's what I can really smell the most out of this. I can smell some of the other stuff in there, but yeah. This has a fizziness, but it's not strong like the it's not strong like this one. Like the blue jeans, the Versace Blue Jeans has the most effervescence to it out of all of these. So it's the most tingly, sparkly, fizzy, effervescent one. Tingly, sparkly, fizzy, effervescent fragrance. So, but yeah, so those are 5 fizzy fragrances. 5 fragrances with effervescence. Effervescence. So, y'all, I'm gonna get off here, put these clips together, and upload it. So